What is going on, guys? Today, team of the season moments, Icardi, 94 rated card. He's come out really cheap, and again, like the Van der Beek yesterday, I thought that was pretty good value for coins, to be honest. It was a 90 rated card for practically 160k with 110k worth of packs back. This one's that little bit more expensive, but obviously he is a 94 rated instead. Obviously, again, you get some pretty nice packs back. You get a 35k pack, a 45, and a 30. So pretty much the same, just a different way round for some reason. Again, another 110 worth of K packs back. And at this moment in time, he's coming back at 174 on the Xbox and 169 on the PlayStation. But again, we're only, 38 minutes in as I'm recording this. So you're kind of expecting it to be a little bit higher than normal. So there's only 3 segments. You need to give up an 83 rated team with 1 Inter Milan player, a 84 rated team with a minimum of 2 Argentinian players, and then a 84 rated team with a minimum of 3 Serie A players in that. No informs whatsoever. I think like they've just kind of given up with all the informs. So I'm going to speed through the first one, which is the Inter Milan one. Again, I'm going Bundesliga. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to show you the cheapest alternative, or one of the cheapest at least, that I've seen to start with. And then what I'm going to do is at the end, I'm going to open the packs just because I didn't follow this method the cheapest way, just because I have loads in my club. I've used a higher rated player than normal, just because, say, I've packed him. For instance, in the final one, I used Jordi Alba and Rakitic, just because I've packed them. They're literally doing nothing but waiting to go into an SBC, and then I've just put the lower rated around them. Obviously, that's not the most efficient way for coins, but I have shown you this one. So this is the first squad. Obviously, I'm just whacking in Witsel here. He gets the 83. The main 2 ones that you're going to find that are most expensive is obviously Witsel and Martinez. Apart from that, and maybe the Inter Milan player, he may have gone up for a little bit, but to be honest, I can't see an 81 going up a hell of a lot. So that's the first squad, easily done. Very simple, if in my opinion. That one's coming in at around about 32k currently on both consoles, and that will get you your mega pack. Then we're moving on to the Argentinian one. This one I completely changed from what I do here, because again, I just use all people that were already in my club, just to do this one quicker than going out and buying people when I've practically got quite a few things in my club that are a bit more higher rated. Obviously, this card is going to be reviewed later on, probably tomorrow, before the new team of the season. We've still got Van der Beek to come up later on today, hopefully, if I can get the games on him. If not, I will try and smash him out for the morning of tomorrow. But we've got loads to do, loads of reviews to put up, so I may do 4 or 5 in one day just to get them all out before Ligue 1 is at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And then obviously we'll go ahead at 6 p.m. tomorrow to possibly look at what the Ligue 1 has to offer. But going into the second one, as you can see, we're speeding up a little bit now. They've gone for pretty much quite a few Argentinian players, which at the time I was thinking, well, surely these are going to be a little bit more expensive. But then looking at how many Argentinian players there is, I can't see them going up. They may go up a K or 2, but I can't really see them all going up for max price or anything like that, just because the sheer number of them, it's not impossible, but it's quite impossible to price fix every single one of them. There's so many different variations of the Argentinian one that, to be honest, it really doesn't matter, I don't think. And the second squad is coming in at, if I refresh my page just to get the update, it's coming in at 76.7k on the Xbox and 77 on the PlayStation. So again, very easy to do. This one will give you your Prime Gold Players pack, which is a 45k pack. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Otamendi will be the one that goes up quite a considerable amount. Again, you could replace him easily with Azpilicueta and just move a couple of people around. Maybe get Alonso as the left back instead, and that should sort your chemistry out pretty nicely. But again, I think there's so many options. I don't think many people will go Otamendi. I feel like they'll choose different options. So there's that one done. And finally, we'll go into the Serie A. This is the minimum 3. This one as well, what I want to say is, because I finished this one differently, I personally went through all of my players. I went for Dzeko, Savic and Allen. They may not be the best people to use. I just had them in my club and I really wanted to finish this. But they're very easy to get as well, to be honest. I can only see them going up so much. And as you see, just whacking in Ligue 1, just because they're practically going out anyway. And they're all relatively cheap as anything. You want to get them pretty pretty much straight away, just because if you leave it till, say, tomorrow, people will start buying them off now, just because obviously the rares will go into the packs. But there you go, look, see, 83 straight away. Then I was just trying to figure out what kind of variation I need. So I thought, you know what, the other league to use is the Prem. That's not being used currently. You want to stay away from, obviously, Serie A and Eredivisie, really. Bundesliga we used in the first one, so I don't really want to go back to that. So then I went to the Prem. As you can see, quite a few 86s, and I was thinking David Luiz, Anderson. I didn't even use Pickford. I didn't even see that I put him in that squad. But I was thinking I just couldn't quite get that chem yet. I got it there, but I needed that one little bit more of a rating there. As you can see, from an 81 to an 82. So I was trying to figure out what I needed. So I thought I'd go back in, and then I saw Martial. Well, actually, I tried Roy Patricio just to see if it would work over Rami. But it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for the chem because obviously Rami was getting the strong link to Payet. So what I did, I whacked in them two again and put in Martial over, I think, Balotelli. So he just got that link. And then if I brought him down, there you go. So that's pretty much all the cheapest method to do it. So definitely go check that out. This is the first pack. So this is the rare Electrum players pack, and then we'll move on to the mega, and then we move on to the prime. No, we move on to the mega, and then we move on to the prime. So really nice Tar. Obviously he went straight into the SBC with the Bundesliga, just because then I could lower a rating of someone else down, which is always fantastic. We then move on to the mega pack, and then obviously to the prime. No walkouts in this as of yet. No boards in that one either, which again is pretty rubbish. I think packs this week have been pretty rough in all honesty. For me, I've really struggled with keeping that motivation up. And finally, with the prime gold players, what do we get? And we get nothing. Again, this is, and not even boards with this one. It is very tough to do these, but it was a free SBC practically. I didn't buy anyone, so I can't complain too much about that. So fantastic overall, and here you'll see we just finished up that last squad. This was obviously the Argentinian squad with Rakitic and Alba, but I thought I'd show you the walkout as well. Unfortunately, no dynamic image as of yet. I feel like you will get one at some point, so probably when I do a review tomorrow, we'll have the dynamic image up, which should be fantastic. But we finished off really quick. Probably one of the ones I've finished really quickly in a long time. Normally I wait quite a bit, but I thought I had all the people, and to be honest, it looks an actual okay card with a nice chemistry style. It will sort him out good and proper. I did actually think that for a 94 his stats weren't incredible. Obviously he's got the 3-star skills, again that may deter people, but in general it's just a nice card. It's a 94 SBC. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one.